Mabuasehube, a mysterious space with incredible landscapes. Africa offers plenty of truly fantastic safari destinations. National parks and other protected areas are top choices for those looking to observe the continent's authentic landscapes and fascinating wildlife. These areas offer just enough facilities for visitors, including essential infrastructure. However, among all these reserves and parks, there's one spot that's not widely known, but is highly appreciated by safari enthusiasts. We're currently in this place. Welcome to Mabuasehube. This area is part of the Kalahari Trans-Frontier Park, which spans the border between South Africa and Botswana. Since the park is actually in both countries, it is therefore considered trans-frontier. Mabuasehube is primarily in the Botswanan section of the said reserve. The name Mabuasehube stands for Red Earth, referring to the red sand of the Kalahari Desert where Mabuasehube spans. The meaning is simple, but the name sounds intriguing. There's still much to discover here, as some parts of the park are rarely visited even nowadays. Traveling through this extraordinary area is a unique experience. You might spot animals, including predators, very close to your vehicle. It is possible to drive through the entire territory of Mabuasehube on a 155-kilometer dirt pass. The journey takes about 3 days and 2 nights. The roads are unpaved and require vehicles with specific technical parameters. The more powerful your vehicle, the better it is for your future journey. It's crucial to note that the infrastructure here is very minimal. Visitors are advised to bring enough food, water, and fuel for the entire trip. There are no gas stations or stores in Mabuasehube. It's even recommended to travel in a group of 2 or more vehicles. Does this deter anyone? Certainly not. Many safari enthusiasts come here because finding such a diverse and interesting wildlife experience is rare. Soon, you'll see and admire it as well. Throughout your journey in Mabuasehube, you'll come across the said designated spots for tourists at some more or less regular intervals. However, you might not always be able to stop or stay there as long as you'd like. For instance, a lion could appear nearby, making you wait in your vehicle until it finally decides to leave the territory. Animals here might investigate visitors out of curiosity for a long time. While this can be frightening, encountering a predator in such close proximity is a thrilling experience. It's a unique opportunity to observe a lion up close from the safety of your vehicle. By the way, predators rarely attack humans because they're usually not hungry here. However, it's important to stay alert throughout your trip, even if the animal seems calm and even kind. To this end, only cheetahs are the most docile of the big cats, with very few recorded attacks on people. The Springbok is often mistaken for a Thompson's gazelle. You can easily identify a Springbok by its white belly and the white stripe running from its eyes to its nose. This antelope also has very thin, delicate legs, which allow it to jump up to 10 feet high. The name Springbok, by the way, comes from Dutch, meaning springing goat. Interestingly, the antelope also has a Latin name, marsupialis, which means pouched, referring to a skin fold that extends from the middle of its back to its tail, resembling a pouch. The collared dove looks similar to a pigeon. This dove has its distinct feature, the black ring around its neck. This bird is quite small, weighing between 4.4 and 8.5 ounces. It's desired prey for many small predators, but they only have a chance if the dove is sick or old. For instance, jackals are always on the lookout for these doves, although they don't always succeed in catching one. The smallest and most agile member of the feline family, the cheetah, is out hunting. During a chase, a cheetah can run at speeds ranging from 50 to 70 miles per hour and can even accelerate in just a few seconds. The Springbok is also a sprinter, but among the hoofed animals capable of fleeing from a predator at speeds up to 55 miles per hour. These animals live only in groups, and being alone is dangerous for them. They spend most of their time grazing over specific areas in search of food. Various conflicts may occasionally arise within the group, usually among the males. It's very hard to distinguish males from females visually, since they weigh about the same, anywhere from 65 to 105 pounds. Moreover, both males and females have horns. Older animals have larger horns, but they rarely cause serious harm in fights. The animals use their horns carefully, and fights are more about psychological pressure. The one who can't handle it and backs down first is the loser. Males usually stay in the same territory without migrating long distances. They protect their area and the females within it from other males. Lions typically hunt from dusk till dawn. By the way, lions are the only big cats that live in groups known as prides. In a pride, there's usually a dominant male, a harem of females, and young cubs. This group usually stays within the same territory, which the dominant male is responsible for guarding. Despite the common belief that lions don't hunt, zoologists have recorded occasional instances of males catching prey. However, they mostly do this for themselves. Overall, these attempts make up only around 5 to 10% of the pride's hunting outings. That's right, lions don't share their catch with anybody else. The rest of the pride might get some meat only if the dominant male is not hungry anymore. Even when lionesses hunt, the dominant male nevertheless eats first. This is a strict rule in the pride. Peeking out from behind the bushes is a Hartebeest, an animal from the same family as a buffalo. Cheetahs can spend a long time searching for their prey. They are very patient and resilient hunters. The gemsbok is quite large, weighing between 220 and 530 pounds and standing about 4 feet tall. It feeds on plant food, grass, shoots, and leaves from shrubs, among others. The population of this beautiful antelope has significantly declined over the past decades. In some countries, it's even endangered already. This is due to poachers targeting its impressive horns, which can grow up to 4 feet long. Both males and females have these beautiful attributes. The cheetah has exceptional vision that allows it to spot a potential target from a great distance. These predators move almost silently. When they get close enough for a successful chase, they start pursuing their prey instantly. Meerkats are small and adorable mammals, weighing between 1.5 and 2 pounds. They have slender bodies and long tails that range from 7 to 10 inches. Meerkats live in colonies and dig burrows. Within a large group, each family has its own small territory and can consist of 20 to 50 individuals. Despite their cute appearance, meerkats can be quite aggressive towards each other. Conflicts often lead to injuries or even death, particularly among the young. If one meerkat clan takes over another's burrow, the young are typically killed. The hartebeests live in herds of 10 to 20. Each such animal weighs between 220 and 440 pounds. It's hard to visually distinguish males and females because both have impressive horns that can reach up to 27.5 inches in length. Older animals have longer horns. However, males almost never live with females and always keep separate. They join the females only during the mating season. The gestation period for these hoofed animals is nearly as long as humans, about 8 months. The peak of births occurs at the start of the rainy season, and females usually give birth to just one calf at a time. Cheetahs hunt frequently because they prefer fresh meat. They never eat leftovers or return to their previous kills. A herd of gemsbok is grazing in the savanna. Such a herd can include between 10 and 40 individuals. In a gemsbok herd, there is usually a dominant male, several other males, and females. These animals cope with heat very well and can go for extended periods without water. In a meerkat colony, there's a clear division of duties, and there are always sentinels on guard at the entrances. Meerkats have a keen sense of smell that helps them find food quickly, such as beetles, caterpillars, spiders, and scorpions. While some members of the colony go foraging, 2 to 3 babysitters always stay with the young. Their job is to protect offspring from rival clans. Notably, such nannies remain unfed while on duty. Generally, those responsible for guarding the youngest members of the colony rotate daily, so everyone gets a chance to forage. Meerkats are very social and intelligent animals for sure. They are also very vocal, using a variety of sounds to communicate effectively within the group. Interestingly, when a threat approaches, the sentinels increase their signaling intensity. Meerkats also dig emergency burrows in their territory. They use these safe spaces to hide if they encounter a predator while foraging. A large ostrich family with slightly older chicks. These birds live in big groups of 10 to 50 individuals, including young ones. An ostrich egg weighs about 3 pounds and has an exceptionally strong shell. Interestingly, the female incubates the eggs only during the day, because her gray coloring blends in with the surroundings. At night, the male takes over the incubation, as his black plumage is better for camouflage. The world's largest bird eats both plant and animal foods. Ostriches enjoy small fruits, flowers, and buds, but they also eat lizards, insects, and small turtles. Since ostriches don't have teeth, they swallow small stones that help grind up the food in their stomach. However, due to human activity in Africa, some ostriches have been found with bits of metal, plastic, and wood in their stomachs. A lioness never gives birth within the pride, but always isolates herself. Despite their cute appearance, lion cubs are often targeted by adult members of their own group. During the approximately 100-day pregnancy, the female stays in the pride, but returns fully only when the kittens are around 2 months old. The female usually gives birth to 2 to 4 cubs at a time, though there are cases where only one is born. Interestingly, lion cubs, like other big cats, are born with spots on their fur, but these features disappear as they grow older. A lion cub happily explores its territory. Curiosity isn't always a good idea, as there are many predators around, including other lions. Paradoxically, only about 50% of lion cubs actually reach adulthood due to intraspecies aggression, and some estimates suggest this number could be as low as 20%. Tiny lion offspring also need to be wary of large herbivores. Cheetahs are the only big cats that hunt by chasing their prey over time. They typically target adult small-hoofed animals and young of other herbivores. It's noteworthy that cheetah cubs often don't survive to adulthood due to aggression from other members of the feline family. Particularly, lions often prey on them. The Springbok, while capable of making tremendous leaps, is unfortunately often defenseless against predators. Leopards and cheetahs frequently hunt them, but lions and hyenas also join the list of their enemies. This antelope is renowned for its ability to make even vertical leaps, a skill unmatched by any other hoofed species. Interestingly, this sprinter rarely limits itself to just one leap. It has the stamina for a whole series of jumps. The Springbok's body is finely tuned for survival. Its speed, jumping ability, and keen hearing. They can easily detect potential threats and either flee or leap away. However, tall grass in the savanna often works in the favor of the predators. Not only do other savanna residents hunt springboks, but humans do as well. This endeavor is more for the meat and hides rather than the horns. Outside of protected areas, springbok populations are quite large, so this hunting doesn't cause significant harm. In fact, their numbers are continuously increasing, and you can often find springbok meat for sale in South African shops. The southern yellow-billed hornbill was the inspiration for Zazu from the cartoon The Lion King. It has a large yellow beak that is beautifully curved downward, which can reach up to 8 inches in length. Small rodents need to be cautious, as even some big cats, such as leopards, may chase them when larger prey is scarce. The charming creature eating a nut is a ground squirrel. It feeds on seeds, fruits, nuts, and also digs up plant bulbs from the ground. Here is a sociable weaver. Weighing only 0.7 to 1 ounces, it lives in large colonies that can number up to 1,000 individuals. These groups build impressive nests in trees, resulting in true bird metropolises on the branches. They feed on berries, seeds, fruits, and occasionally insects. The barn owl rests in its hiding place. Where there are birds, there will be snakes as well. Blue wildebeests are robust hoofed animals capable of reaching speeds up to 50 miles per hour. They often fall prey to a large number of terrestrial predators, as well as crocodiles, which catch them during river crossings. In search of better feeding grounds, these antelope can migrate hundreds of kilometers. Nothing surprising here, since a herd can number up to 1,000 individuals and consume tons of vegetation in a single day. Interestingly, wildebeests remember their migration routes through a collective unconscious. During these migrations, they not only become prey for predators and scavengers, but also spread seeds of various plants which pass through their strong bodies without being digested. These seeds spread over vast distances and have a lot of fertilizer for growth. Blue wildebeests play a crucial role in the African ecosystem indeed. Remarkably, these hoofed animals give birth almost synchronously. 80% of births occur within a similar time frame, usually at the start of the rainy season. In Africa, this period spans from September through October and March through April. Wildebeests are one of the hoofed species whose numbers outside protected areas have never significantly declined. The giraffe is the tallest animal in the world, reaching a height of anywhere from 12 to 16 feet, This impressive height is due to two main parts of its body, its neck and its legs. The giraffe's neck can reach 6 feet in length. It's not very flexible because although the vertebrae are elongated up to 10 inches, the total number does not exceed 7. The legs of this mammal can also reach 6 feet in length. To pump blood through such a large body, giraffes have an exceptionally powerful heart. It weighs around 24 pounds, whereas the human heart weighs somewhere between 9 and 12 ounces. A giraffe's heart pumps about 16 gallons of blood per minute. In addition to its neck and legs, giraffes also have long tongues that can reach up to 18 inches. They also possess a long tail, approximately 6 feet in length, which serves as a kind of fly swatter to help them fend off irritating insects. The bat-eared fox travels through the savanna. When you see its nose pointing downwards, it's searching for food. Its diet mainly consists of insects, particularly termites, arthropods, small rodents, eggs of various animals and birds, and young ground birds. The long ears that give the bat-eared fox its name are not only for hearing, but also for thermoregulation. The tawny eagle waits for its future prey. The secretary bird is a hunter by nature despite living on the ground. However, it often becomes food for larger and stronger predators as well. This large bird can weigh up to 9 pounds and stands up to 4 feet tall. Its diet includes lizards, insects, small mammals, and birds, as well as amphibians. Currently, the bird is walking with dignity. However, when it spots prey nearby, it starts to scare it by flapping its wings, which can span up to 85 inches. This tactic aims to frighten the potential prey and make it flee. Once this endeavor is successful, the bird begins to pursue its target with a zigzag pattern, a movement ornithologists refer to as a deadly dance. The secretary bird typically kills with a precise strike to the spine. This bird is also known for its successful hunt of snakes. The cheetah sneaks up almost unnoticed. The tall grass helps it with this affair very well. The faded color of the grass also benefits this predator. The cheetah's coat blends seamlessly with the surroundings, rendering its spots less noticeable. The African pygmy falcon perches comfortably on a branch. It preys on insects, small reptiles, and mammals, and occasionally waits for small birds. This monogamous bird is highly territorial and considered vulnerable to extinction. Most of the time, lions simply rest. This bird is a Gabar goshawk. It's from the same family as a hawk. The species you see exhibits sexual dimorphism. Females are larger than males. Though small, measuring only 11 to 14 inches in length. This bird is quite agile during hunting. It captures its prey mid-flight, which can include other birds, small mammals, insects, lizards, and even snakes. The male greater kudu slowly strolls through the savanna. They generally lead a solitary lifestyle, while groups are formed mostly by females and young individuals. Only males, by the way, have horns. These are beautiful and spiral multiple times. The length of this feature can reach up to 4 feet. The older the male, the longer his horns become. Kudus are among the largest antelope species on Earth, but their numbers have significantly declined due to hunting, primarily for the said incredibly beautiful horns. It's wonderful that those members of the fauna whose numbers have significantly decreased or are on the brink of extinction can find refuge within protected areas. Here they are truly the hosts, while tourists can only observe how animals and birds arrange their lives. Of course, uncontrolled killing in these areas is impossible. These incredible creatures face no threats from poachers or tourists. The reserve administration makes considerable efforts to ensure this. For those planning a trip to Mabuasehube, careful preparation is essential. Water, food, and fuel are just the basics. Proper transportation and caution are other must-haves. Knowing the habits and lifestyle of specific inhabitants of this reserve is more than a good idea. The journey promises to be as extreme as it gets. However, this is Africa, as it truly is.